Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to the show that takes you from the week and delivers you safely, warmly, snugly, lovingly into the weekend. Another weekend where Ipswich Town FC are at home. They return to Fortress Portman Road to take on Lincoln. 3 points up for grabs. Can we make it another win? Continue the successful run, carry on the momentum, and just see where this ride takes us. Tonight's show, I'm going to say the immortal line, could be half an hour, could be an hour. So let's strap ourselves in for 3, because whenever I say those words, something always happens, and then we're here forever and ever. In a good way, an absolute good way, of course. But this show wasn't even going to be happening this evening. I was supposed to be out, then I was in, then I was out, then I did the Hokey Cokey. But here we are. My commitment to putting on content has no bounds, has no ends. And I'm here. I'm here to promote the content for you guys and girls at home, despite what the management of the household might say. So please do get active in the live chat. Get active with your comments, your thoughts, your feelings. Obviously, Pablo Counago is, it was at Playford Road this week. I'd love to know your favourite Pablo moment, goal, whatever it might be. Let me know your favourite Pablo moment. I haven't really gone into the press conference as such, really. So what I've done instead is I've looked at the media that the club have produced this week in addition to the press conference. We'll just discuss different bits and bobs as the flow takes us and where proceedings go. We have had some wonderful suggestions on our Monday funnies. For those that didn't catch Monday's show, I'm asking you to send me anything you see on the internet which is funny, that you think people will appreciate and get laughing to. It's going to be a Monday funny, just to raise the spirit on a Monday, because Mondays generally just, they're Mondays. I ain't got to say no more about that, really, have I? We've had some great suggestions already, some great links. So thank you so much. You can get those into homedressingroom89@gmail.com or via our social media across the network of Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. It's just something I'm really trying to do tonight. I'm going to kick off another thing called Friday Night TV. I want to know what you're watching, because I don't know if you're like me, but when it comes to the weekend, Town play, and then we have this Saturday evening where I've kind of got the iPad on college football, although the NFL have kind of pissed me off at the moment because the Bears can't win a game of football, so that's by the by. And then it's like, what should we watch? It's like, should we watch this? Should we watch that? So I know what we should be watching this weekend. Drop some great suggestions in the chat. I'm going to ask the two lads as well. Mike D says, evening all. My 12-year-old has 2 friends over. They're taking over the downstairs. Me and the wife are bunking down upstairs. Love that. Well, love that you're bunking down with us, Mike. That's what I do love. Matt Stano's in the room. Rob Holmes is here. Good evening. Anthony Steele, good evening. Talking Towners. Weekend vibes are in the area. They absolutely are. Kevin Keeks lives for these games. Work just gets in the bloody way. That's the problem with work, Kevin. It tends to, get in the bloody way of life. Kevin Keeks again. How we actually start the weekend if this show wasn't on tonight, I don't know. It wouldn't be official. It just wouldn't be official. So if Town lost tomorrow, then perhaps it wouldn't be an official result. I don't know. We'd have to take it to the EFL. But the show is on, and we will see what transpires. Carl Brooks, if I can get to Portman quick enough tomorrow, I may come to the statue. Good man. The equipment is charged. I am ready. The boys are ready. The contributors that are going to be appearing, I think, are ready. Do come by and say hello at the Sir Ralph statue before and after the game. Ted Lasso says, Gov, you're not the first person to recommend that this week. I see what Rich suggests in terms of if he's going to come up with that himself, but the more popular something gets, the more I push away against it. I'm like, I don't know what's that. I don't want to be a sheep. I want to be a shepherd. Barry Man, good evening. All I feel we need to wear Lincoln down tomorrow and wait for the perfect opportunity to get 3 points. Keep the comments coming in. We're just getting cracking here on Talking Town. Let's kick it off by bringing in a man who's given away tickets. The Cruncher, Richard Moss.
You're talking utter fucking.
There he is. How you doing?
He's back tonight.
He is back tonight. That is right. Look, listen. Talking about being back, we've got some. Well, I don't know who. We did win the draw on Wednesday. Who won the tickets on Wednesday?
Brilliant. This is what it's all about,
Okay.
You bought these 2 tickets to get into the community mind, to get different people coming to the game. So a guy called Rob Moore has won the tickets, and he's bringing his 4-year-old, Stanley, to his first game this season at Portman Road. Rob's out for a meal tonight, but he did send me a video of when he told Stanley that he was coming to Portman Road, and he was, I'd say, a little bit excited. Bouncing off the ceiling, I think, Martin, you could
bounce.
say.
That's what you want in it. That is,
Brilliant.
it. You're setting him up for life there.
Oh,
I'm not
well
for misery, probably. But hey, times have changed. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new Ipswich town. But that's what you wanted to do with it, wasn't it? That's what you wanted to set out to do. So congratulations to Rob. Matt's done us amazing cruncher. Love to hear that. Yeah, absolutely love to hear that. But just in case people are sitting at home or in their cars, driving in, listening to the show, watching live, watching on catch up, watching in weeks to come, whatever it might be, if it's in the 22-23 season, how can they get a part of that pie? How can they get involved in the action?
The draw for Derby County, Town in Black, we'll probably come on to that.
Probably.
Is now open. We've got 26 entrants already for next Friday's game. So we won't be here this time next Friday, Martin. We'll be at Portman Road cheering us on to another 3 points. So to get in the draw, you have to do 2 things. Subscribe to Talking Town. How easy is that?
Oh, incredibly easy.
Click of a button. Click of a button.
Take
a screenshot. Direct message me. You're in the draw.
There you go.
Easy as that.
It's as easy as ABC, as a famous 5 once said. Love it. Absolutely love that you've done that, Rich. Well done to you, mate. Talking about easy and action. Prediction League, 5 fixtures. Some big stuff coming up this weekend. I know you're not playing it.
I'm not playing.
I'm not playing because I'm not winning.
No, I haven't been playing since the start. The only points I've got is from when Matt Stanhope put me in. He just asked me what a couple of scores would be. So there you go. And I've still probably got as many points as you, and you've been doing it every week.
You have, to be fair, yeah. But then, as I said on Wednesday's show, one day 20-0 will come in against Norwich, and you'll all be sat there going, Garvey's Nostradamus. But until such time, I look silly. But Watford Norwich, I've just left a household where I left the household with a Watford fan and a Norwich fan discussing it. Neither of them go to many games, mind you.
Slaven Bilic still in the dugout?
Well, apparently so, despite losing 2 games back to back.
Well,
I did jokingly.
If he loses 3.
I heard the conversation go, he won his first one, then he's lost 2 games in a row. And I said, that'll be him out tomorrow then. It's like, that'll be him out tomorrow. But how would you go with that one then? Because Parry's going probably a draw.
Where is it at?
Watford.
I'll go Norwich to win 2-1.
No. So if it was at Carrow Road, would you go on Watford to win 2-1?
No, probably not. No, I'd probably gone for Norwich. Norwich a better side than Watford.
You just might make me speak more than you. That's what it was. You want to hear my lovely voice. Okay, Watford to lose 2-1 to Norwich. That's why he's not playing, ladies and gentlemen, because that'd be an instant disqualification. But then that'd be those are my rules.
Jeremy, just to let Jeremy know in the chat, no links on a Friday, Jeremy. We don't do links on a Friday.
It's hard enough controlling these 2 boys after a few beers without a link.
I've got a lovely beer tonight. I have got an absolutely lovely beer.
It is 8:40, so we might as well hit the klaxon, hit the button, and this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening on audio, is your 8:40 official weekend kickoff. ITFC Legends Pack. Make your weekends flow from $14.99. $14.99 can combine the love of beer, the love of football, and you end up with what Rich is holding there. No, not that, the beer.
Pablo's
Pal.
Get in.
That. Beautiful, son. Beautiful.
Didn't he looked still in good nick, didn't he, on that little video at the training ground?
Have you seen the video with him and Matt Holland?
Yeah, watched it. 10 minutes long. Good stuff.
Yeah, I watched the first couple, and then my attention, because I'm a millennial, waned.
It was good. Good to see him. Good to see him at the game tomorrow. He's going to be in the fan zone. Colin will probably take a picture, another picture with him, Colin, won't he?
For sure. And why would you not? Absolutely. Why would you not? Why would you absolutely not? But I just love the camaraderie between the 2 of them, the affection. And obviously, I saw little glimpses there of why Matt Holland was captain. That's a fine. Come on, lad. That's a fine. Sort it out. Love it. Just good to see Pablo back on Playford Road soil. I'm sure you've got a favourite moment before you go and bring the Mogul in with his favourite. Or a key moment or an exciting moment.
Well, look, he had 2 spells, didn't he? Obviously with Town. Probably if we're being fair, Martin, probably the first spell was probably the best one, wasn't it? Because he come back after that when Jim brought him back. And then obviously at the end, he sort of, let's say, fell out with Roy Keane. I don't think he's on Roy Keane's Christmas list, and I don't think vice versa. But probably if I'm a favourite goal, do you want from Counago?
Whatever you want it to
Look,
be.
he was a good player, wasn't he? The saying you would say, sticky control, Martin. Because you get that ball to him around the box and he could just get hold of it, roll a defender. Better at home, I'll have to say. He was better at home than he was away. But he did have some good moments away. I remember going to Coventry away when we were 2-0 down and he got 2. I'd say favourite goal, it would probably be the one against Portsmouth when we beat him 3-0. And I think, was it Arjan Dazoo?
Yeah.
Shots, didn't he? Turned in one way, turned in the other, and then absolutely lashed it past Shaka Hislop 3-0 at half time in that game. They obviously won the league. They were already up, and we were just missed out, didn't we, on the playoffs that season under Royal, and then obviously
we did.
The next season we got in there. But yeah, he was a good player, and looking forward to seeing him at the game tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah, can't wait for that. Lee Brown, who remembers Palace when he was Coventry?
Craig says the favourite goal against the back heel against Charlton. Good goal, but it didn't mean anything because we were 3-0 down at the time. I like goals, Martin, when it means something. You could blast one in the top corner when you're 5-0 down.
Yeah, but in retrospect, in 2022, like none of it means anything. But
true.
I'm going to go with the sticky control. So I'm going to go with a moment against Norwich where he controls it and just rolls in Alan Lee to score an absolute beautiful goal.
Yeah.
At Carrot Road.
Unfortunately, that was the day when we were all waving the £20 notes.
We won't talk about the extracurricular, yeah.
And it was looking good at half time, and then they bought who come on up front for them?
Jamie Kieran.
No, not Jamie Kieran. Who the big centre forward come on? John Hartson. John Hartson come on.
Yes, and bullied.
Half time and absolutely changed the game. And it was 2-2, wasn't it?
2-2. Yeah, again, the result was unimportant, and that's not the highlight. The highlight was just epitomised Pablo really backing in with his backside out, sticky control, rolls it into Leo like only Counago could.
I think Pablo scored that goal as the second goal in that game as well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did. But it was the control, it was the movement, it was the partnership, it was everything we wanted at Town at the time, and it was just pure football. A bit like everything I want in a beer is awaydaybeers.com. Our goal is simple: to celebrate this beautiful game with a beautiful beer. UK brewed beers enjoyed by fans and legends of the game. Finished with a touch of footy. They've got a wonderful lineup at awaydaybeers.com. Don't know how Josh ever puts his best 11 forward with great.
I've got a lovely lineup behind there. You can't see it. If I actually lift my computer up.
Look at that.
They're all on that shelf. Look.
Yes, look at that. Hoppy Robson, the Beat Golden Goal, Fighting Like Beavers, Bonzo, Butcher's Band is lots. Pablo's Pal, of course. Get involved, awaydaybeers.com, $14.99, fridge packs, etc. Head to the website for more information. Right, here he is. We waited long enough. He'll only moan he's not on the camera yet. The Media Mogul.
We've just lost the teenagers. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Matt Phillips. There he is.
How you doing?
Welcome back.
We're back together on Friday.
Had you told me I was going to be this long into the show, I'd have had me dinner. I haven't had me dinner yet.
I didn't realise it would be. It's not on my running list to be this long. I do apologise there, Matthew. But me and Rich were having a great two-man chat as we've grown accustomed to in recent weeks.
I've got something for Matt. So Matt's family, they're all West Ham, aren't they? Did you see today the West Ham fan who got charged £6.60 for a beer not Upton Park, for the Olympic Stadium for the game against Wolves, but he got charged for 66 beers. £6.60 a pop, £435. Thank you, sir.
Can you can pay that with the card, can you? Tink.
Yeah.
Used to be 30 quid.
Yeah, they've all tuned in, by the way, because our viewing figures just jumped by about 20. So, you've obviously brought the family along there, Matt, for moral support. Have you got a favourite Pablo moment?
I have. I was at that game, the 2-0 down at Coventry, Highfield Road, and we won 4-2. My moment, I was there. Yeah, back in the day, 2003. My moment actually might be his worst moment, but prompted one of our best moments. He got sent off against Sheffield United, didn't he? 2-0 down. We come back at Pullman Road and win 3-2. Was it Benton Ambrose with the goals? Yeah, so that's a moment that always sticks out, but maybe for the wrong reasons for Pablo. But yeah, his first spell was the best. I can remember him playing for England for Spain under 21s against England at Villa Park, was it? And I think we signed him just after that. So yeah,
didn't score, did he, in the Premier League in that relegation season? He played a bit part.
Yeah, he come on at Middlesbrough, didn't he? I think he hit the post.
And then, do we all remember his first town goal?
Go on.
In the derby against Norwich?
No.
Yeah.
Darren Bent's penalty, last minute.
Oh.
North stand end. Hit the post.
Hit the bar, didn't it? Was it the post?
Hit the post. Comes out, hits the post. Ambrose on the rebound. Great save by Rob Green, and Pablo just comes in and
that was the first goal.
Cue pitch invasion. Giving it to the Canaries. Come on.
God, will we ever see those days again?
Of course we will, Matthew. They're coming back. The warning shots have been fired. Mike D says, where's Romanian wine gone, Matt?
Do you know what? That's a great shout. We've not had that for ages. But what prompted that, of course, was it was a freebie bottle. But I've not actually sought it. Can you get Romanian wine in Sainsbury's? I don't even know.
You can. But it's nearly Christmas time. I won't worry about it, Matt. You know, Father Christmas might pop them down the chimney with a couple of crates of the Romanian stuff.
You bought me some for Christmas, didn't you? That's right.
I did, yeah. I did, yeah.
You shelled out my own money for Romanian wine.
Little secret, it's dirt cheap. It's really quite cheap. It does the trick, you know, according to how you are on the show anyway, a lot more relaxed. You know, but it is Friday night. Any good TV suggestions? We've already had Ted Lasso in the chat. Matt, what are you in? No, I'm not going to watch it either.
No, I've never watched it. I tell you what I really like at the moment. I'm rationing it. Cobra Kai. I'm still on that. Remember that? Netflix? You've got to see the Karate Kid films in order to get all the things in it. If you've not seen Karate Kid, don't bother because you won't get it. It's excellent.
I've seen Phil and Grant in the Queen Vic pub doing some karate. I've never actually seen Karate.
It's great. It's all so you got all these throwback characters from the 80s. So they've all aged 30, 40 years coming back to cause havoc. It's great. If you like the Karate Kid film series, you'll love this. I think we're on season 5 now, maybe 6.
How many seasons are there?
It's up to date at the moment. So 5 or 6. I think it's 5. I think we're in the 5th season.
Bad Sisters is great, says Mike D. Wax on, wax off, Matt, says Emerson Fairweather. Did Delbert get the vicar to bless that Romanian wine, says Lewis. Lewis looks a lot in his profile picture like the guy who sat next to me against the last home game, 2 seats to my right. If it was you, Lewis, nice to speak with you at half time, and apologies for some of the language you probably heard. But it does look the spit of him, actually. But there we go. Anyway, side issue.
The last Saturday home game I was at. Had to walk bleeding miles to get there.
Oh, don't start him again.
I'm on the train tomorrow.
Colin's on the train for the first time this season, Matt. He's bought that rail card.
Yeah, he told me, yeah.
Finally, he's getting some use out of it.
Is he?
He is awful, says Mike the Fisherman.
Yeah, but his opinion's a bit sketchy. I wouldn't
the Fisherman, there he is on the naughty step after the other night.
He's fresh. He's back fresh from giving out his Virtue Motors PFA Player of the Month award. But I saw according to Twitter.
Diets work wonders, isn't it?
Oh mate, I want the recipe. Whatever it was. He looks looking trim. Rich, right? We've got Cobra Kai. We'll stick that on the list. We'll get other suggestions as we go.
Made the list. Did you just make the list?
I've just made a list. I'm going to. Yeah.
Look, I don't watch it. I don't watch that much telly. Honestly, I don't.
What?
No.
You keep sending screenshots.
I actually don't.
I don't watch loads of telly. Wrexham, but what I've been watching, and I smashed out 5 episodes yesterday. Welcome to Wrexham, Matt.
That's what I'm saying. Is it good yet? It's good yet.
Oh yeah. So they've just got walloped by Dagenham and Redbridge. Last game of season 4-0. So if anyone doesn't know, it's on Disney Plus. Been taken over by Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney. They're trying to portray that Wrexham are underdogs, Matt. Now, they've got 2 Hollywood superstars in charge.
Yeah.
Hardly underdogs, are they?
No. They've been in non-league for a while now, though, haven't they?
But yeah, they've been there. I think they're down there 9 years. There's one of the good episodes you'd like, Matt, because you're a bit of a hooligan. There's a hooligan episode on there, giving it the big one. Wrexham back in the 80s. And then obviously, off the back of that, I don't know if we've all heard that Sunderland Till I Die is coming back.
Are these all on Netflix?
Yeah. Oh, no, Wrexham Disney.
It's on Disney Plus, Wrexham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'll get it on the it's on the wonky stick.
They have to give Sunderland a bit of closure, don't they? Because you've had them first 2 seasons of it where they're like useless. And now you get.
There's only 2 episodes, Matt. There's only 2 episodes. It's because it's obviously because it builds up to the playoff final and they win, which it probably won't make such good TV because
no one wants success.
They were doing absolutely shit. Yeah. Do you remember the episode where they had Zlatan Ibrahimovic on their list? The players they were looking at.
Was that in the first season?
I think so. What was the guy with the red trousers? He was one of the owners, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. That's in the. I think that's the second season. That is.
He's an absolute cock.
Yeah, the university guy. Yeah, I know.
When he's talking on Boxing Day to the woman, and he wants the record crowd, don't they? They're aiming for the record crowd. And he's trying to, he talks to her like she's an Irish woman. And then shortly after it comes up in the credits, left the club. And I'm thinking, I'm not surprised. You've talked to her like an absolute piece of shit. And she's left. But yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Somebody will know in the chat.
Like that new ownership crew, wasn't he?
Yeah, there we go. Lewis Robertson, Mepham.
Oh, Mepham.
Yeah, Stephen Parry also had it there. Right. It did spawn a great moment though. They set a price for Will Grigg. That's as far as I'm going to. It's as far as I'm going to go.
You're going to go Yeah, we go up to 4 million. Brilliant. It was 1.5 million. It goes to 4, and he was absolutely shit, wasn't he?
He was.
There's a scene in there when I don't know, the tea lady was saying, "Ask Chris Coleman if he wants to be in Secret Santa," and he just ignores it completely and changes the topic, which is kind of
a great scene in there when Chris Coleman squares up to a fan after the game.
Yeah, he's just a bit off the radar. Chris Coleman, where's he these days? Ever seen him now? There,
I don't know.
I don't know. Good question. Who knows? But there we go. So if you've got any good TV suggestions, get them in. Lots of House of Dragon suggestions in the chat. But yeah, get them in. Get the reason why they should be considered, and I'll try and get a couple watched, and then we'll.
And a good thing to start this weekend, Matt. You're a cricket fan. T20 World Cup starts.
Brilliant. Where's it been held?
It's Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, lovely. Nice. Favourites? England?
Yeah, got to be up there.
Talking cricket.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I saw a wonderful graphic earlier today on social media that said, "I'm still convinced the British invented cricket just as a wind-up." So, I agreed with it. I still don't understand what we're trying to accomplish here. Like
there's cricket down enough, Martin, for the likes of yourself.
But there's still some bloke, stood at off wicket, scratching his backside, doing absolutely nothing.
Off wicket.
Is that a position?
I've got no idea.
He's getting there. He's learning. He's come a long way, the boy has.
I'm trying.
Since the start.
I want to off stump, but that sounds something
yeah,
else.
You're good. Yeah, off stump.
Oh, see, that'd be for thinking, down there for dancing. The Jeffrey Dahmer story, second suggestion that is for that. That has been suggested a couple of times.
It's a bit tense there. Don't watch that in the dark, I've been told. Not that I'd watch TV in the dark anyway. You've got to have lights on, haven't you? Even if there is an energy crisis.
No, cost of living crisis, you keep telling me.
There is, but I would still like the house, as I've done here.
There is a cost of living crisis, but if you do wish to become a Talking Town Fist fan today, hit the join button on YouTube, head to our Ko-Fi site, pledge a monthly amount or a one-off amount, doesn't matter to me. It'll keep my lights on, keep the show rolling. And of course, prove that I am needed and wanted by the community to justify leaving a family dinner early.
We've sold 11,000 black shirts.
I know. Don't start
me. What's going on?
It's mental.
I like it.
Mental it is. Philip said, are we going to talk football anytime soon? No, Phil. That's Wednesday. That's Monday. That's Sunday. That's tomorrow. This is just basically gearing up for another.
Matt Wingard's in the chat. Matt, can you send me the new app for my wonky stick because it didn't work last week? He's got a new app.
No wonky sticks, I'm afraid. Matt, over to you.
What, against Derby?
Well, fuck me, Matt. Jesus, we have Jess.
Well, first of all, I don't see a reason why we have a black shirt because we've got red and black stripes.
It's winding up here.
And then for some unknown reason, you've now got to wear the black strip at home. Nonsense. Well, you wear blue and white at home, don't you? Come on. If you want to wear the black strip, wear it at Mogul. It's obvious why they're going to wear it at home, right? Because it's on Sky, which is not the biggest of audiences, by the way, for League One.
That's what I'm thinking, Matt. I know it's on the telly, but are you going to get that many people on a Friday night tuning into Town versus Derby if you're not a Town or a Derby fan?
I can only presume Ed Sheeran's going to be interviewed by Sky or something, and I designed it, and here it is, and blah, blah, blah. Look, it's a nice shirt. They should just have had that as the away kit. Why do you need a black shirt when you got red and black stripes? I don't get it. Other than taking money out of your pocket when you should be lighting the candles in your house, whatever it might be.
It's not 19th, it's not the 18th century, Matt. You know,
Listen,
lighting
I'm in the 70s.
candles.
We were lighting candles. That's to
Yeah.
come, I reckon. That's coming.
You know, it's funny you should mention Ed Sheeran there, really, because
Oh, yeah.
on the list of, you know, transfer signings that have not panned out well, I'd probably put him quite high because we've yet to see him play. He's not available week in, week out.
Availability and all that. Yeah.
I think he's on the dashboard. I think if we sold him, we might get a pretty penny for him. He's never played. Yeah.
But even Louis Tomlinson turned out at least once for Doncaster.
Oh, he was a Donny Rovers, wasn't he?
Was he a goalkeeper? Or was that the Westlife kid? That was the Westlife kid, wasn't it? Goalkeeper?
Yeah. But it turned out at least once for Don. You know, like
Did you bring him on in the Pizza Cup or something?
I just want to see him against Portsmouth. Just because, you know, Salty FC.
At least his logo looks good on the shirt, though, doesn't it? It does look good compared to some other teams we've seen with sponsors.
It does. So 27,000 fans at Portman Road tomorrow.
Don't get me started on that either.
Well, let's start on that one because I want to come to you first, then, Matt.
Yeah.
You know,
where are you coming from? Where have you been? What's going on? Suddenly in the top two, everyone comes out. I've got to now be in queue for things.
Did you like my response earlier?
I had to walk 2 mile in from God knows where.
Paper tickets everywhere, Martin.
Yeah, wave the paper about.
I parked for the Portsmouth game. I parked in Norfolk, walked in to Suffolk, down to the ground. I don't know. The atmosphere is good, isn't it? The atmosphere is good, to be fair. It's better than the atmosphere for Oldham Barrow in the FA Cup, let me tell you. The hardy 8,000.
I got a free sausage roll that game, I think.
Did you?
Did you?
Or no, it's cheap because it was black as a crisp, wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Right. Yeah. You bought it for 50p.
Yeah.
It wasn't even free.
Those were good times, weren't they? Colin saying, "Oh, hello, Mr. Ashton," waving to him as Cook stunk the place out.
That was the day Cook went, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith, Mark.
Keep the faith, Mark.
He sacked it 25 minutes later.
Make changes. That'd have been done.
So, okay, so you're not happy with that. 27,000 fans, Matt. And then this week also we had the world's biggest club photograph. I say that slightly tongue-in-cheek, obviously, but it was wide lens.
Yeah.
It's the banter era.
That was stupid as well.
But is the banter era finally in the rearview mirror? Isn't it no longer banter FC?
See, look, I like it from the fact that you've got all the staff in there. That's quite good. And they're promoting all this togetherness. Don't mind that everyone wearing a blue shirt's on about 50 times more than what everyone else is earning at the back. But this now makes people culpable for the team on the pitch, doesn't it? So if you see the chef in Sainsbury's or whatever buying some sausages at the counter and we've lost 2-0 to Bleeding Port Vale, you're in your rights now. So have a go at him because he's now culpable for the players on the pitch. This is why they shouldn't have done it. Just have the team on there.
Just have the team on there.
Yeah.
It was a rather large photo, Rich. It was many.
With a drone. Must have been done with a drone.
As a song once said, too many men.
Yeah, look.
Because there was lots of people on that photo.
You actually count how many people were on there?
A lot. I didn't count. I actually try and zoom out for the first time in my iPhone's life. I just try and zoom out to try and get the whole photo in.
Look, we're doing things properly, though, aren't we now?
Which is why I ask: is it Banter FC?
Things have been done properly at the club. We've got proper people in proper positions. So yeah, it won't be going on my wall. Maybe Colin might have it in the shed, but
take up the whole shed.
Yeah, that will take up a lot of space. He's finally got room for John Lyle in there. He
sent me that.
Yeah. So. It's a team photograph, Martin. That's about it. I'm not that bothered if I'm honest.
Team photo, you used to get the proper team photo done in the summer, ready for the final day of the season. Why is it being done in October? I don't get it.
Well, that's just the modern day football thing. They did do an actual team one, but I liked it for jokes aside, entertainment purposes aside. I really quite liked it. It showed the togetherness, the direction, and the infrastructure around the football club and everything. So that's what.
Like the brilliant. It was a Nottingham Forest team.
It was almost that level of people.
They're new signings. Who they are.
But you look at that photo and you think Saturday is the byproduct or the end product of the infrastructure and everything that's put in place, and all these men and women are a part of that. So it's really good. And as I say, Banter FC, finally we can hopefully put that sort of era in its box to bed. And move itself on. But then you got head tennis coming out, Rich. The head tennis champions. Look, listen. Is Kieran McKenna's job right now one of the easiest in English football? Because winning breeds confidence, confidence breeds winning. Like head tennis is great, and everyone loves it when you're winning. It's a really easy gig at the moment, is it not? Talk to me.
Look, whoever's putting the content out, it's easy, isn't it? Because everyone's happy at the training ground. You only have to go when Pablo's on there, Martin, and he goes into the dome with Matt Holland. You've only got to hear the noise. It's like a load of bloody kids at school, isn't it? Shouting and screaming. We're all enjoying ourselves. So at the minute, listen, everything's going swimmingly. Content's coming out. It's easy. What? Hang on. Let's play devil's advocate here that we go on a 7-game losing streak. I don't think we will.
Imagine.
Are they putting the content out then, Martin and Matt?
Well, yeah.
It's easy at the minute. I'm saying everything's easy. Everyone's happy. When you're winning, it's great. But we should be winning as well.
But that also works for the management, doesn't it, though, Matt? You know, the management duo, the management committee, the management team, because you just got to keep things ticking over Monday to Friday, keep players confident, happy, smiling together, because you're winning games. And while you're winning, you get confidence. And when you got confidence, you win games. It's that vicious circle. And he said as much as himself this week in the sense of, you know, it's about momentum and you can quickly lose it as well as gaining it. And we've got it in barrels at the moment.
Yeah, you can't be resting on your laurels, can you? And just to remind everybody, we're not top, by the way. So it's not the easiest job in English football. We're second.
But in terms of management, but in terms of what I meant by English, you know, an easier job was in terms of management of people. Because when you're winning, if you're not playing, you can't really complain, can you? Because you like to play. You'd like to play, of course you would. But you're Don Ball, for example, Lee Evans and Sam Morsey. Well, everything's looking great season so far. You
can't rest on your laurels or go into a comfort zone, because that is when you, pardon the pun, you take your eye off the ball, and that's when it starts going pear-shaped. Could he go pear-shaped tomorrow? Quite could do. Nothing's set in stone, is it? You know, you see that light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to hope it's not a train coming towards you. So I think that's part of the job is to keep that momentum going, as if, you know, and to keep it rolling, because I do feel like in League One, and it's such a physical league, and you know, we've seen injuries coming in, you know, with Burgess and like, could easily just, you know, a couple of draws here and there, and suddenly you're down the table a little bit and not sky high. So I think that's a big job for McKenna, to keep it rolling. That's a good sign of a good manager.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
off the back of I think it was Wednesday, Shoma, when you were on about Sam Morsey, Keith Dono made a really good point. I think it was in the Discord. About Morsey, it was a bit of chat. Alex and Mike wouldn't have played him. So if he gets booked tomorrow, I don't think he misses the Derby game anyway, because it's 7 days after, and Derby's on a Friday night.
Yeah, I thought I saw that was for National League and lower.
I thought it was the next first team game, which actually would make it Cambridge, would it not?
Doesn't count like that anymore. No, it's league.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he gets booked tomorrow. Does he miss Derby? Or does he miss Port Vale on the Tuesday? I don't know.
I think it's why you wouldn't play him. He's the captain. Why wouldn't you play him? What, because you think he's going to get booked?
Exactly. There you go. Certain people wouldn't play him. Certain people wouldn't play him because they'd rest him for Derby. But the next biggest game is Lincoln tomorrow.
Well, then
it was a pick.
If you drop the points, they would go, we should have played Morsey.
If you drop points against Lincoln tomorrow, you ain't dropping him because of Sam Morsey's not playing. I vehemently disagree with that.
We've said it before. Morsey is the glue. I do get a bit worried if he's...
You're playing Link, and then this is going to could bite me on the backside. But you're talking... this is what really annoyed me on Wednesday a little bit, because there's no right or wrong answer with this opinion. You've either got... There's really not.
Morsey plays every game. Morsey plays every game.
You're talking about Dominic Ball, who played in the Championship last year, and you all were rubbing your knees together at the thought of him playing week in, week out. Now, suddenly, the thought of him playing one night against Lincoln, no disrespect to Lincoln, has got everyone in absolute floods. Oh, my God, you can't not play. That's right.
Yeah, but you wouldn't rest Morsey. Say tomorrow, Mike the Fisherman's in charge, and he puts Sam Morsey on the bench. Sam Morsey turns up for training on Monday and gets a knock, and then he misses Derby.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, absolutely.
But you play him. He plays every single game until he gets a yellow. And he might go another 5 games and you don't get a yellow.
He could. But equally, he could not play. There was effort again. Not play tomorrow. Don Ball comes in, plays 8 out of 10. You win the game of football. You play really well. You look good. And then you've got Sam Morsey against, which on paper, and football's not on paper, we found that out last year, is a harder team. And I think that's what people are looking at. People are trying to play play football on paper a little
We
bit.
thought that last Saturday. We were all on there last Friday. I was listening. Everyone was saying we're going to win 4-0, 3-0, 5-0 against Morecambe. And it was probably one of our hardest games of the season. So don't turn up tomorrow and just expect Town to smash Lincoln 5-0.
Might be a tougher game tomorrow. Lincoln have already beaten Derby, by the way.
He says this from experience, though, because remember when me and you were going to play a centre half against Morecambe?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
What happened to Cole Stockton? Oh, shit. He'd absolutely rinsed their defence.
These first 3 games, Martin, me and you can play centre half. So he speaks from experience when he speaks like that.
Oh, brilliant. That's a great one, that was, wasn't it? Cole Stockton dribbles past a static defence at Portman Road.
Has he even scored goals this season, Stockton? How's he doing?
No, he's been injured, hasn't he? And he wanted to move, I think. I was quite impressed with him last week, Matt, in that game. I thought he'd done all right. But
there it is.
Yeah, I agree. So 27,000 fans tomorrow. Words of wisdom to the new fans or returning fans, because, people will come for the first time or for the first time in a long time. They'll see passing out from the back. They'll see a brand of football they've not seen at Town for a while, if ever. They'll see certain other things. There'll be moments in the game where there's a lull or Lincoln are on top. That's League One football, and that's the nature of it. What sort of words of wisdom have you got to anybody listening tonight who's gearing up to return or go to Portman Road for the first time tomorrow, Rich?
Where were you when we were shit?
They're not pearls of wisdom; they're just abuse. But you can say it if you like.
Where were you when we were shit? No, listen, come to the game, bring your singing voice. And it's a totally different regime now. You probably wouldn't notice the football club, Martin, from when Marcus Evans was in charge to now. It's totally changed. Everything's positive, around the stadium. You've only got to see when you turn up on a match day, you see so many kids in the town strips. Everything's moving in the right direction. You might turn up to the game tomorrow and Town might not score in the first half, but you'll see now that, and this comes on to one of my keys of the game, Martin, a bit later on. Cambridge United, we hadn't scored for 70 minutes, but everybody sticks with it. The crowd, there's no murmurs at half time.
No.
And I think it's on an upward curve. And if you come in tomorrow, pop over to Sir Alf, see the number 1 Ipswich Town podcast. Come and say hello.
Absolutely. FCA finalist 2022, 2 years in a row. Bish, bash, bosh. Matt, how about you? You can't shove their paper ticket back at them.
If you come into the match, stay for the whole game. That winds me up when people come and in about 10 minutes to go, they leave. I don't get it.
Yeah, I can't comment on that anymore because if the score's more than 2 goals, I will at 85 minutes get up and head out.
There were people leaving at the Pompey game 3-2. I was 5 minutes to go. We've got to beat the traffic. They should lock the gates so you can't get out. You can't get out until the game's over. As soon as the final whistle blows, you open it, and that's it. That's what I would do. So try and stay. Look, we're riding high at the moment in second, but the good thing about the big crowds is it's a great atmosphere and soak it up, enjoy it, because these moments have been few and far between, haven't they?
True.
In recent years.
Yeah, true. Love that. Stay and enjoy it. You wouldn't leave a cinema before you found out whether the plot line was going to be resolved.
You wouldn't have 27,000 in the cinema, would you? Really?
Can you imagine?
No.
Imagine the bloody rustling of packaging and people munching on popcorn. I would bloody leave early, let me tell you.
But it makes me
laugh when you go to the cinema, Matt. That if you're in the dark and you're obviously eating that popcorn.
Yeah. I don't eat anything.
If you get up after the film's ended, you got half of it down your top.
Yeah, that's because you've been eating in the dark. But
we go to the Everyman, so you got sofas and that. That's quite good.
What made me smile particularly, because obviously this huge traffic issue around Portman Road was the last home game. Rich said after 5 or so minutes into the show, right, then see you later. And then we'd just finished and he's just driving past.
No, the kids have got school, and then we sat in the car park blowing, tooting our horn happily. And I had to go on Radio Suffolk as well. I'd done double duty that day.
But it made me laugh because I was like, hang on, did he leave like half an hour ago? He's just driving past now. Matt said, my dad started to come back again. He's refused to come the last 3 seasons as it's been shite. And he can't believe the change in the team performance and atmosphere. Parry doesn't go to the cinema. I can't blame you, Parry, to be fair. Neither do I. I would say just be patient. Patient in a different way. Patient with the approach player. Patient with the play out from the back. Because you will see pockets, triangles around your 18-yard box, which if you haven't watched Town in a long time, may give you a slight flutter in your left-hand side of your chest. You think, oh my God, what are they doing? That's how we play. That's what we do.
Risk though, isn't it? That's part of the,
risk and reward.
Part of the,
no risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah.
But be patient with it. Don't just get it forward, moan, tart. Just be patient with it, because it is good when it works. Although if they do score off it,
people are fickle. People are fickle, aren't they?
Well, that's true. Yeah, the Craig at Portman, the whole feel at the ground is so much better now under Evans. It was a bit of a chore. It was a chore. Mike D, every man, a man after my own heart, Matt. Sofa and a bottle of vino.
Nice. They give massive bottles of that Moretti. So you've got to be very careful if you're driving. It's like 660 millilitres, like huge bloody great thing.
I can't. I might have this all wrong. I've never been to an everyman cinema, but I can't think of anything worse than sitting on a sofa that other people may have sat on.
You sit in a seat
in a cinema. Yeah, yeah. Just no. Lee Brown, early goal in England will be fine. I don't know. You could get sofas in cinemas. Is that really a thing?
Yeah. You must have an everyman in Stowmarket. You said it was the main place in Suffolk the other day.
It's a showcase the other weekend, Matt, in Peterborough. And they've got them chairs where you recline back. Oh, wonderful.
I'd be paying arm and leg for this. It's not just like going down the Odeon and sitting in the £10 seat or whatever.
Blimey.
But yeah, it's all right. I quite like it. Yeah, drinking that.
It's quite disturbed me. I'm not going to lie. Okay, songs for the jukebox this week, gentlemen. Before we come on to our keys to beating Lincoln, we did say it'd be a whistle-stop short tour of a show this evening, but we've got a song each. Not me. I did mine Wednesday. It lost. Mike
the Fisherman's one.
He did. Yeah, but then he got disqualified.
Oh, he's nice.
On the basis of Mike was an absolute.
Get to the back of the field. You finished on pole, but no.
You act like there's sofas in the new cinema. Says, oh good God, just sit in your own seat, people. Just sit in your own seat in your own space. Just it's a lot more hygienic. Matt, your song, please.
I've been listening to a lot of Heart Dance again this week on school runs. Get up, everybody! Byron Stingley.
Get up, everybody! Byron Stingley.
Yeah, parade mix goes on a bit longer.
Could you sing us a little bit of it?
It just goes like that, basically. Come on, get up, everybody. It's good.
Good song, that. Get up.
I'm evidently showing my age because I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Here's mine.
No, what is yours, Rich?
Well, we're celebrating Black History Month. Tomorrow, they're celebrating at Portman Road. All the songs are going to be from black artists. So, and also off the back of the kit, next Friday against Derby County. So my song is from Michael Jackson, Black or White.
Tune. That is a big tune.
What album was that on? Was that on the Bad album?
I think so. I see him at Wembley, Matt, I think it was 97.
Wow. Did you wear your glove? Did you wear a glove on that?
Come on, motherfucker.
He'll be moonwalking out of here in a minute.
Okay, there you go. Songs for the jukebox. Well, yeah. I'm just thinking, do I add one? Do I add a song into the jukebox?
What was your song the other night then? What was it?
It was Dance Kuduro, which is a great anthem. Absolutely epic anthem. One of the best of all time.
The Pet Shop Boys?
No, it wasn't. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't the Pet Shop Boys. Oh, you know what? I will add one. How about a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Danny Californication? Is that what we say?
Californication, yeah.
I see them at Portman Road. They're at Portman Road, Matt. Chili Peppers.
Were they really?
Yeah.
See, I got into a little YouTube wormhole the other day where we went from like Aqua to it was all mate. Don't pretend they're not everyone's guilty pleasure.
Never ending story. That was what Mike's was.
I'm a Barbie girl. That one. And then went from there to this, and then it ended up in Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it just Daddy California was just an
Burnley fan. Burnley FC forever in the chat.
Ooh.
Come on, the Clarets.
I don't mind Chili Peppers, but I'm not comfortable watching bands where they take their shirts off. Keep your clothes on. It's not that hot.
Well, I was listening, not watching, but okay, fair play. But yeah, you ever gone down a YouTube wormhole where you just start with one thing, and then we had like Bloodhound Gang, You and Me, Baby Ain't Nothing But Mammal. So let's.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no.
What a tune! What a tune! But there we go. They're the three in the jukebox, in the poll rather. Let me know what ones go in or which one wins. Video had Macaulay Culkin in it, didn't it? Says Mike D. You lost me on that one, mate.
He's a joke, I don't know.
He looks old, doesn't he? Cool.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh my Lord. Just Google him. Just Google him. Oh my God.
Okay, fair play. Right. How do we beat Lincoln tomorrow? And don't people at home watching for the first time, like the Burnley fan or anybody else, simple things like score more goals. If that is the truth, that is the right answer. But if that was easy like that, McKenna would be out of a job because anyone could roll up to be a manager of Ipswich Town Football Club tomorrow. Let's be honest. Just score more goals, lads. But we're going a bit more in depth. Well, we're trying to. So what is your key to beat? It's normally two, but this week we'll do one. What is your key? It's only Lincoln. Your key to beat.
This is going to bite on the backside.
Lincoln. Jesus.
Fuck it. Double down, mate. Just double down. Rich, your key, please.
Well, if you want to watch another podcast as well, I was on with Jake from the Stacey West. He's coming to the statue tomorrow, Martin. Get him on the show. Get over to their YouTube page and have a look at that. But the key to victory tomorrow, it's another song title. Have a little patience. Who sung that, Matt?
Have a little patience. You'll have to tell me. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Take that.
Have a little. Good song, that, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a good song. That's what we need tomorrow. Like we're saying about these new fans coming back, and we might be there at half time. It might still be 0-0. Just got to keep with it. Stick with it. In the end, we'll hopefully get the job done. It might be off the bench, Martin. You know, the subs might have to come and win the game like they have a couple of games. But yeah, have a little patience.
Have a little.
To winning the game.
Who is Stacey West?
I think it's a stand at Lincoln, but I don't know. I don't know. He was going to watch the show, so I don't know if he's in the comments. We'll ask him tomorrow when he turns up.
That's the kind of information we
want. Off the back of me recording with him, I recorded it on Tuesday, and Martin will know about this with StreamYard. He shares his StreamYard with another, I think, Lincoln fan. And before he had a chance to get it all set up to go, the other guy had deleted it, so he had to film it again. Professional outfit, obviously.
That's why I don't share it. You see, if you keep it, then you know what's going on at all times, despite not knowing anything. Matt, what is yours, boy?
I've seen it. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. I've seen a crack coming in with Christian Walton. The Walton Shank, I'm calling it. Sheffield Wednesday, left-hand side of the pitch. Whatever you do, don't pass it to Barry Bannon and have to sprint back to your goal. What's he do? Straight to Bannon, goes over the bar. And then last week at Morecambe, he did exactly the same thing again. Morsey did the foul, and they scored from the free kick. So that's a little bit of a worry for me. So, I mean, you know, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's that focus. It's keeping on top of the game. Because I'd hate for us to lose off the back of a Christian Walton error or something like that because, you know, he's an immense keeper. But I've just noticed that would have been the last two away games, right? Oh, no, Plymouth was in the middle there. But yeah, Wednesday, Morecambe did exactly the same. And both could have, one did result in a goal and one almost did. So, you know, whilst the defence looks good, we've got the clean sheet records and all this kind of thing, you just got to, just the mindset, innit, to keep on it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I nearly did curse him last week. I said he's not made a mistake, and then he passed the ball to Morecambe's left winger. And I thought,
it's what Rich said on the phone to me in the week. He said the only real danger of Ipswich is Ipswich beating themselves, and that's a really good illustration of that. But also the fact how we started the second half last week, we all kind of felt we'd come out into another gear, didn't we? And that's what happened. And I'd like to see us be able to do that in front of 27,000 people tomorrow. That'd be great. Depending on the score.
Love that. This is what we love. I'm disappointed that nobody in the chat has yet to say score more goals because, you know, it's a bit like just seeing Aaron Drinner's name in the chat once a show. If I've not seen it, I can't go to bed and rest easy because I feel like I've missed something. You know, but there we go. Mike D said, "Is Biscuit Legs injured tomorrow?" I'll let you guess which player he's referring to with that.
Hamstring.
He's injured. He is.
He is injured, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that a shame? I was being genuine. Maybe dodgy distribution at home to Bristol Rovers too. Wait, Matt wouldn't know that.
I saw that game. I've seen every ball kick this season.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
What, live?
Streaming in the stadium. Yeah. I've not missed a minute.
Fair enough. Must have the same season ticket that Mike's got. Craig at Portsmouth. See, Chaplin got Player of the Month again, and still some of the town fans would drop him. Any words on that before we sort of round itself up? You know, Chaplin, Player of the Month.
Were you surprised?
So who were the other players in the running for September in League One?
I don't know.
Because I don't think, look, to be honest, look, it's great that Connor Chaplin is, or I'm going to call him Colin Chaplin now because Mike dropped a little, when he left a voice note to me the other day, Matt, he called him Colin Chaplin. I'm calling him Colin Chaplin.
He's got
right.
Chaplin and the goat muddled up.
He wasn't as good in September, Martin. I think we probably all agree with that. I was quite surprised when he won Player of the Month, but it obviously goes on votes, doesn't it, from town fans? So obviously everyone's got on social media and they've obviously voted him, which is great. You know?
Yeah.
He's had a couple of quiet games. I'll expect him. I think he'll score tomorrow.
That penalty last week was a disaster, wasn't it? He won't win any awards for that.
Well, it's just one of those ones. If the goalie goes the wrong way, Matt, you know, it looks good, but he didn't.
He didn't hit it well, did he? Under pressure. Which is a shame because did he score the last penalty we'd had previous to that? Was that Gillingham, wasn't it?
Yeah, put it up high, didn't he?
Yeah. That's just
if you're going low like that, you're always leaving yourself. It's a risk in it, the keeper. And you know another thing, never trust a left footer taking a penalty. Don't like it. Don't like it.
The Evans was decent though when he took that.
Just hit it hard and true. Keeper's got no chance.
Go straight down the middle.
The right. No, he went down.
Would you go down the middle?
Me?
Yeah.
I took a penalty once when I was 7, and I missed it, and I've never taken a penalty ever again since.
God, really?
No, don't do penalties. I'm a centre half. I got above my station that day at 7 years old.
You grabbed the ball off people like
I was captain, and I was told by the coach, Martin, who was also my dad, Martin, take the penalty. So I did as I was told. I put the ball down, and I hit the worst. I could see it clear as day in my head still. Not that I replay it every night like I do still, and it's the worst penalty ever. So from that day on, saved. You throw your cap on it. You could have done. To be fair, it was
a take penalties, Matt. When I played Steeple Dynamos on 100% record cup final, we played Earl's Cone at Stoke by Nayland. Went to penalties in the shootout. I missed 2. First one, the keeper saved it. Sudden death over the bar, and we lost.
You must have been hated.
You know how big under 8 goals are, right, Rich? I hit it. I hit it at waist height to the goalie's right. He just stuck out a hand, basically. And it was the most embarrassing thing. But then from that day on, my little brother, took the penalties, and he would score every single time without foul. Look,
fair enough, Chaplin missed, but someone you always have to have someone who's going to stand up and take it. So
you've got to have a certain mentality about you, I think, to take a penalty. You really have. And I truly believe that. Like, I care too much about what people think, people say, hence why I'm off social media a lot of the time. Whereas my brother, he won't mind me saying it. He ain't gonna fuck about anything or anybody. Like, he gets the ball, he puts it down. Job done.
I saw a penalty miss in the Essex Premier Cup final once, and it was Ollie Mers, a pre-fame Ollie Mers.
Wow,
he did score in the shootout though.
Did he?
Footballer he is, Matt.
Yeah. He was good. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, I think he owns or funds Coggeshall Town.
Yeah, Coggeshall. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, he's on the committee.
Yeah.
Graham Tate ensuring that I can sleep easy tonight. Graham, I do appreciate your contributions to the chat. Honestly, I do love seeing your name. I know my drilling comments coming. Quite love a bit of drilling. How's he doing?
Who's there? Brentford are 29 out of 29 from Emerson. Ivan Toney, great penalty taker.
It's all about the analytics. But that said, did you learn anything from Ivan Toney's recent England adventures? Did you learn anything new about the player, or did you?
I have learned that England suddenly, we had loads of right backs, and suddenly they're now dropping like flies, aren't they? So Kyle Walker's out, and it looks like Reece James will be out, and I hope fucking Alexander Arnold's out because he is absolute pony, isn't he?
Who?
Alexander Arnold.
Did he play? Who's he play? Liverpool, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
What did Jamie O'Hara? Did you see Jamie O'Hara's comments, Matt?
No, what did he say?
Champions League going forward, League One defender, he called him.
We could take a free kick, to be fair to it.
See, I was thinking about the goalie who plays in the lower levels. I was thinking, when's he play for England?
But no, we didn't learn a lot about Ivan Toney, did we? Picked him for 2 games and didn't get a minute on the
I didn't watch a minute of those. any of
What
them.
did I?
No, neither did I. Look at us. Look, we're all ready for the match day tickets for the England games, aren't we? Look at us.
Come on.
We are, it's like turning up to a marathon out in 4 stone overweight.
Now this says to me that you see where Town are at the minute, Matt, but the Burnley FC fan there, look. Brentford FC. I remember Brentford when we used to play them in the League Cup in like the first round, and they were in it was like the old 4th division then. So we might be in the 3rd tier now, but football can change very, very quickly.
That was when what's his face was the chairman was the manager, wasn't it? Ron Nodes. Was it him?
Ron Nodes.
Yeah, it was him. He was on the touchline, wasn't he? He was like the manager.
Does that grate you? Does that grate you, Martin, a little bit when you see teams like Brentford and Bournemouth in the Premier League?
Oh, it grates me. That's it.
It eats it away at me. Yeah.
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 But
But then
you how far we've fallen and been overtaken by clubs that can't really tie our shoelaces. But there you go. It is what it is.
they can now. The problem is we're looking at it through nostalgic
eyes. Yeah, exactly.
lenses. Whereas if Brentford drew Ipswich Town in the FA Cup 3rd round, well, first of all, we'd have to accomplish 2 rounds victories, which we don't do to meet them. But equally, we would be vastly the underdogs.
Are you going live Monday night for the round 1 draw at 7?
Well, it depends what time. What time is it going to be drawn?
Well, it comes on at 7, so probably about by the time they've messed
Is it
about.
on the one show? Is it on the one show?
No, it's on BBC 2, Matt.
Oh, is it?
Well, I won't be able to because I will be live.
25.
We are.
I hope we get like a non-league team away or something. That'd be
So do I. Some team miles away.
just so you can tick it off your little list, Rich.
Well, I'll be there.
That's what the cup's all, that is what the cup's about, though, isn't it? You know,
don't draw somebody at home who's in your league.
Oh,
God, like Shrewsbury Town at home. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Are they streaming FA Cup games this year?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Then please be a home game for the love of God.
We quickly touch on that because I think did they say from 24, 25 they might be the 3 p.m. blackout might be knocked on the head.
Oh, really?
I can't. Yeah, they did. They did say that. They did. They did.
On about.
Oh, let's look at that.
Away with it.
But I'm glad to see the media mogul's got his fingers on the media.
I've been busy this week. I've been on training courses, as you know.
Yeah, how to tweet. Hopefully, is one of them. But
how to use social media.
Oh, come on. Now,
yeah, come on. You walked into it a little bit there. To be fair,
save that for the WhatsApp group with me.
Raise your guard there, Matt. Come on, raise.
I see a couple of great pictures of Matt put in the WhatsApp group, didn't you, of him boxing?
Poor form.
Yeah, got one right in the chops, didn't he?
He was getting hammered.
Oh no! I sent you 2. One I'm taking a right-hander. The other I'm delivering a lovely little.
Is there any boxing this weekend?
Yes, you've got
women's?
Hayley Cambosis on Sky. You've got Deontay Wilder returns against Robert
He's back, is he?
On Fight TV app, and Savannah Marshall v Clarissa Shields on DAZN.
Where did I see AJ's going next?
On his holidays, I think. He ain't fighting Fury.
He's not fighting Fury, no. No, Fury's moved on to Del Boy.
3.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, come on.
Terrible, isn't it? That better not be on pay-per-view. Be fuming if it is.
Del should be a national treasure because the amount of work he's got when come on, his agent must be unbelievably good.
Yeah. One in 4 fights.
Josh Russell says he's fighting Wallin next, Matt.
Well, Josh is. Bit of a step up for Josh, isn't it?
Josh, actually, when is Josh's fight? Because I want to know when it is. We all want
Josh's fight, I'd say Wallin.
It might be a step up for Wallin, but I reckon he could do it.
Can you put the Burnley fan on the timeout, please? Because everyone remembers Barrow 2, Ipswich Town 0 on ITV. Some of us were actually fucking there.
You've won the poll, by the way, Rich. I think we should change the song to Nicole Kidman, Robbie Williams. Then you go and spoil it all by saying something stupid. Like that was. Come on, Burnley, you're better than that. You are. Right, we're done for today. We are back tomorrow, 2 p.m. live from the feet of Sir Ralph Ramsey, the statue that outside the Subway Robson stand, live 2 p.m. Matt will be on the show tomorrow, both before and after the game. He won't be holding the camera, he tells me.
Well, if you want me to.
Well, despite the fact that you're the one that suggested getting a handheld device, but doesn't matter. That's fine.
People like the handheld, don't they? It's good. Feels like you're in the crowd.
Meeting the people. That's what I like. Meeting the people when they come over.
Yeah. All right, Joe Biden. Calm down over there.
Yeah, I'm over. Get him over there.
Yeah. Next, you'll be asking for babies to have pictures with them, kiss on the forehead, and get you, like the Pope. The Ipswich Town
Anyone who
Pope
wants to get in
over
the
here.
draw for
Pope country.
Derby tickets, you know what to do.
Man of the
26.
people, says Stephen
Come on.
Perry. Absolutely, you're a man of the people. Right, hit the like button. Support us on YouTube. Hit the join button. Go to Ko-Fi. Flags from Blue Action. I've just seen maybe tomorrow, says Matt Stannard. Great to see. But enjoy the game tomorrow. Afterwards, we're live, whether you're at the game or not. But until then, here's the Cruncher. Here's the Media Mogul. This is Talking Town, an FCA 2022 finalist presentation of Talking. I'll say that again, of Talking Town. So until tomorrow, with love, with care. Fuck it, have another advert. All right, hold up. Sorry to interrupt your show, but I'm having a baby, and as my wife tells me, Martin, you got to bring more money in. So if you enjoy what we do, if you get value from our content, if you dig this platform, please consider becoming a Talking Town 5th standard today by hitting the join button on YouTube or heading to our Ko-Fi site and pledging a monthly support amount from as little as $4.99 a month. A staggering, mind-boggling £1.24 approximately a week. What can you get for that these days? Just amazing, amazing value. So, if you dig us, if you enjoy our content, if you love what I do, please head to the join button on YouTube or the Ko-Fi site, become a 5th standard today, and support the platform. You can cancel it any time. It's free to cancel any point you wish. And if you can't, do not worry. But if you can, I'd be eternally